Aloha, everyone. My name is Mark, and I am the Casual Exile. Today, we're going to be looking at the Ranger in the first couple of starting areas, the Riverbank and Clearfell. If you remember from the Ranger in my intro video, she's a fast, agile archer who attacks from range using bows and projectiles. Her strengths are great mobility and the ability to deal solid damage while staying safe. She's one of the most comfortable beginner options, though she can become gear dependent in the endgame. If you like kiting monsters and picking them off at a distance, the Ranger is a fantastic pick. So, with that, let's get right into the game.
After her! Hunt her down! Quickly now! Get them!
All right. So here we go. We got the Ranger. Let's find our way to safety.
You're alive!
I'm going to skip through most of the speaking content because it's all the same between characters. So hopefully you don't mind.
I'm glad to see
you're wounded.
The miller when I was fixing now. I would appreciate it if you could. Breach Clearfell.
Right. You notice that the first thing that you get your bow.
This
so
is
the
like no sickness I've ever seen. Let's track down this miller.
So you will at a certain point get a quiver. However, I will note with the Ranger, you get unlimited arrows. So you don't ever run out of arrows. She's kind of like Hawkeye. Never seems to run out of arrows. I like to keep pretty far away with her from my targets. Kind of like the sorceress or the witch. All right, so she definitely is a ranged character. And she basically picks everybody off using physical damage. One of the things I like about the Ranger is you can see the arrows sticking out of your enemies. And here we should get a quiver, right? And so the quiver, right? A quiver just adds some additional impact to when your arrows hit. So in this case, this broadhead quiver adds 1 to 3 physical damage to your attacks. Now, if you remember some of my other videos, your items can have multiple types of damage. They can have physical damage, as well as they can have fire or cold or lightning damage. So each of those do different types of damage and add up to your overall damage per second. So let's continue on. We should notice the enemies die a little bit sooner. Maybe we'll pick up some equipment on the way. So here's our first arrow. So this is a special type of arrow.
Another string to my bow.
We're going to pop that right into. And so this is a lightning arrow. So you'll notice that I keep my basic bow shot and then my lightning arrow in my left and my right mouse buttons. And why do I do that? Right? Because the lightning arrow costs mana. And so as you fire more arrows, lightning arrows, as it were, you can see my mana on the right-hand side going down. And it does take a little bit of time to recharge unless you utilize a mana potion by hitting the 2 key. So it's just something you're going to have to learn about mana management here. But let's see how it looks in practice.
Easy prey.
You can see how the lightning bolt is jumping a little bit, and so when you have multiple packs of enemies, or a pack of enemies, ooh, I just realized my health was low, and so is my mana. That the lightning bolt will jump from enemy to enemy. Keep that in mind. Your your mana will regenerate. It regenerates after you stop using it for a period of time, and it can be impacted by taking additional passives on the passive tree. So you have increased mana regeneration, etc. So speaking of the passive tree, we just hit our level, so let's go in. All right. So as the ranger, you're going to start off your passive tree in the, looks like about the 4 p.m. quadrant. And the first couple of choices, you get increased projectile damage, or you get defense in evasion rating. So I always suggest, if you're just starting out a character, right, to make it a little bit easier is to go for projectile damage, or go for damage over your defenses first. So I'm going to take 10% increased projectile damage and apply that. So that's flat 10% across the board. Let's continue on. And I think we've reached the Miller.
The journey has not been kind to you, Miller.
So remember, keep in a circular pattern and dodge when he does his special attacks. I like to save my lightning arrows for when there's multiple enemies, and then single target damage for when it's just him.
Nowhere to run. Fury.
Oops. And there we go.
Man
Adios.
They die the same.
All right, we got anything good? Let's see. So the primary statistic that you want for your ranger is going to be evasion. Evasion means that you dodge things. Energy shield is also good. Armor, not as useful for the ranger. So I'm going to identify both of these, see if there's anything good. Cold resistance. This one's got dexterity and life. So I'm going to put that one into place. Let's go into Clearfell. We'll real quickly go through Clearfell.
This place reeks of desperation.
There's a beast. Now, if you could channel your
Grab our first.
to the cairns.
Tools of the forged.
Welcome to the camp of the lost. I fear this land's goodbye.
A songbird makes for easy prey. She'd best watch her back.
Disenchant these couple of items, and then before we leave,
if you can,
let's check out our skills. So the first primary skills that you're going to see for your bows, you're going to see your poison burst arrow, your escape shot, your lightning rod, and we already have a lightning arrow. So your lightning rod basically shoots one up in the air, and it then comes down and it starts chaining lightning from it. So let's take a short look at that video just so you can see what I mean.
Lightning rods stick into the ground after impact. Any chaining lightning skill, such as lightning arrow, can hit these rods.
So what the combo is you shoot the lightning rods up in the air and you make them land. And then you follow it up with your lightning arrows, which causes even more lightning damage. Since we have our lightning arrow, I'm going to go ahead and get a lightning rod. Engrave that. Drop it over, and I'm going to bind that to my Actually, I'm going to bind that to my right click, and I'm going to bind my lightning arrow to my left click. So my primary attack is going to be lightning arrow. My secondary attack is going to be lightning rod. So what I will do when I go in and do it, well, you know what? Probably just easier to show you. Let's go into Clearfell. So I'm going to pop a couple arrows up, and then I will follow it up with my lightning arrow. So 2 lightning rods that will sit and cast these little lightning bolts from them. And then I will follow it up with a couple of lightning arrows. That should be enough to clear packs. But as a fail-safe, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my bow shot in my middle mouse button just in case I need. So I have it right, left, and then middle just in case. Here we go.
Take this! Rotten witch!
I'm going to be using my mana a lot, so just, you know, with the WASD, just keep your middle finger getting ready to use that mana if you notice that your mana is a little bit low. Mana management is kind of important here. That worked pretty well.
Thanks for the help. Milady, over here.
Name's I'm far
They
from
weren't?
root now, Smith, perhaps.
Let me guess.
Speaking of, let's investigate that remnant.
All right, let's check out the remnant real quick.
But look here.
Here come a whole bunch of monsters. Lots of rolls, lots of rolls. So this is why it's really important to keep moving in a circle. Is basically you're kiting the monsters around, leading them through your dropped lightning rods, and then finishing them off with your lightning arrows. Take that orb of augmentation. I should have got a regular orb so that I could make these guys magic. Oh well, maybe next time. Oop.
That was impressive. Now, Salvez,
The first wouldn't mind.
help me seek out. Good on you.
All right, let's go get our friend up north,
Charged arrow!
take on a boss, and we'll see how we do against a boss with single target damage. So let's go and find her. Probably wondering, how do you find that boss? You just listen to her murmuring. Listen carefully through your speakers, and you'll hear her.
My survival is no stroke of fortune.
All right, get another point. So here we have the ability now. We can either go towards more projectile damage or attributes. Again, I recommend sticking at least through, the first section of your passive tree. The first few points go for damage. It does not hurt, and it can only help.
I shall overcome.
Another skill gem if you want to put another type of arrow in your quiver. Again, the arrows don't run out, so you can have as many different types of specialized arrows that you want, and they never run out. Mud burrow. Man, I'm finding everything but the monster that I want to find. Keep running by all these monsters.
Take this.
Maybe she's down here. Aha! There she is. I hear her. All right. Clear these guys out. If we don't clear them out, they'll join in the boss fight and make my life miserable. Right, make sure I get my mana up. Here we go. So I'm going to drop 3 lightning bolts on a ball. Go. 1, 2, 3. And circle pattern. All right, let's finish off these wolves and we're good to go. Awesome. Hey, I want to thank you for joining me with the Ranger. I hope you enjoyed her. She is a fun class. If you find her interesting, go for it. It's one of those classes that you can have a good time with. Yeah, this is a bad ending. You need to cut this out. Okay. Break. Hey, so that's a little bit of the Ranger. I hope you enjoyed it, taking you through the riverbank and Clearfell. Stand by for more content as we continue through our adventures in Ray class. Click on that subscribe button, leave a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you again. Stay casual, Exiles.